Hi, I'm Teresa. I'm the lead ranger on the primate section at Fota Wildlife Park, and I'm here today to answer some questions you've sent us in about the drills. The reason they're called drills is because of their Latin name, which is Mandrillus leucophaeus, I think is how you pronounce it. So they're called drills for short. We have 5 at the moment. We're hoping to have babies, but unfortunately that hasn't happened yet. We have Julian, who's the dominant male. We have Buddy, we have Inika, Banny and Liwa. So we try and limit the amount of fruit we give them because it's very high in sugar. So it's mostly vegetables, leafy greens, they love leeks. We give them a special primate pellet which is high in fibre, and we give them little scatter feeds. They get maybe rice, porridge, which they really love as well, and it's good for them, and maybe a few seeds and some nuts. But the fruit is only really a treat or if we're training them. They are indeed monkeys. They're the largest of the old world monkeys. They are only found in Western Africa, in Cameroon, Nigeria and an island off the coast of Cameroon called Bioko. So they've got a very small range. No, I'm not that brave. For such a large primate, they're not really aggressive, but with any monkey they can fight, but they're quite a gentle species overall. Yeah, more cautious with new things, so they do explore, but they're very wary of anything new that we might put into the enclosure, so they take a while to get used to new things. They're a very social species. Like with most monkeys, they spend a lot of time grooming and playing and interacting. They love their scatter feeds, so we've recently introduced straw into their house, and they spend a long time foraging through the straw looking for little bits and pieces. They are related to baboons, but they are more related to the mandrills, which people would be probably more familiar with. There are more mandrills in zoos, so the mandrills would be their first cousins, and they are related to baboons and also mangabeys, I think. Yeah, they have what's called an appeasement grin. So if people are looking in the window at Julian, sometimes he'll give a smile, and they do that when they meet other monkeys it's a kind of a greeting, I suppose, really, to kind of keep the peace. Where a lot of monkeys, if they smile, it's aggressive, but with these particular fellows, it's a nice gesture, most of the time anyway. And they have very distinct calls as well. They always remind me of a chicken. So they have a lot of calls, a lot of different sounds they make as well, which is very unusual. No reason. As I said, they're kind of wary of the great outdoors, so it takes them a while to kind of adapt to anything new, and they wouldn't be used to the amount of space they have here, and even the fact that they have to go across the log over the water. So it's taken them a little bit of time to get used to that, but once they're out and about, then they're fine and they will explore. Endangered, unfortunately, like most primates. Yeah. So we have Julian and Buddy. They came as a pair from Stuttgart in Germany, and then the 3 females, Inika, Liwa and Banny, came from Bristol in the UK. The teddy Buddy had for a long time, and then one day we noticed Teddy had disappeared, so we were in a bit of a panic. We couldn't find him because at the time we were kind of mixing them with the 3 girls, and what happened was when we found the teddy weeks later out on the island, one of the girls had taken it and ran outside with it and dropped it. So we gave Buddy a new teddy and she played a bit with it, but we've kind of gradually weaned her off of it, so she's happy now without the teddy. Initially, I think because Buddy was hand reared and she would have some kind of stress issues, so she used to groom the teddy and take it around with her quite a lot, because they were unable to mix her with other females in the last place, as far as I know. But she's getting on really well now with Liwa and Banny, and Liwa will even groom her, so she doesn't need the teddy anymore. The males, as you can see when you look at Julian, he is impressive. So they're about 3 times the size of the females. So Julian, I think we weighed him at 25 kg last week, but they can weigh up to 30, and the females then around 10 or 11 kg when they're fully grown.
Super. And how tall around would that be?
So if he was standing next to me, I suppose from his shoulder He'd be about here, maybe about 2 feet up to his shoulder, and the female's then about a third smaller.